Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Tweezy here, bringing you another YouTube video. Today, we are going to be giving my impressions on the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare PlayStation 4 beta. Now, just as a disclaimer, I have to say this up front, I have not actually played any of the PlayStation 4 beta, and the reason why is because I'm an Xbox One owner and not a PS4 user. I will be playing the beta that's going to be coming out for Xbox One users later this week, but I wanted to give my impressions on what I saw coming out of the beta, because I did see a lot of things coming out of the beta. So I just wanted to drop a couple things, talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, and some of the things I really don't know how to feel, or I don't know really if there's been any information about them, okay? So let's start off with what I like. The very first thing that I like is that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare has a very similar movement system to Black Ops 3, which is going to be great for players that are making the transition over from one game to the other. They said that they were trying to do that whole chain-based fluid movement system, and it looks and feels, from what I've seen, it looks and feels very much like Black Ops 3. You are able to go double jump into a wall run, into a slide, and you have the thruster with it. There is a subtle difference, though. It does seem, so far from what I've seen, that the players' rigs, or the specialists as it were, your rigs are a little bit heavier than they would be in Black Ops 3. So it seems as if you can't jump as high or slide as far. This is something that I'm going to test when the game actually comes out. But it is just so far how it seems. It seems, and what I've seen from a lot of other players, is that they say that it feels more boots to ground, even though it has movement system from Black Ops 3. But I do like that they have that movement system in there. It would have been a really big pain to have come from playing Black Ops 3 and being used to the movement system to go back to something that forced you to move a little bit differently. So I thought that was a really good thing. And then a second really good thing that I kind of liked about the beta from what I saw is the weapon crafting that you can do within the quartermaster screen. They have a lot of different tiers of weapons. There's epic, legendary, common, uncommon. It seems very similar to how Destiny tiers their weapons. But what seems very interesting is that as you play games, there's going to be two types of in-game currency. There's going to be these salvage points and these chest keys. The chest keys are going to be able to unlock more more cosmetic items from what I've been able to see so far. It's going to be like emblems and calling cards and weapon camos. That seems to be what is going to be unlockable within these supply drops, and that is something I'm very supportive of. I do not believe that there should be any game-changing items that should be left up to random chance, very similar to how they were after the first after the really big change with COD points in Black Ops 3. So I'm really happy that so far the supply drops seem to be giving players just cosmetic weapon items only, just things that aren't going to affect the way the game plays. The thing that will affect the way the game plays is these different variants of the gun. Now, for those of you that played Advanced Warfare, the word variant in guns has a really negative taste in your mouth. And the reason is just because it was left up to random chance. With a supply drop, you could get some of the best guns in the game, or you can get guns that you've already had. It doesn't seem like it's going to be this way with Infinite Warfare. There's still more information to come out. I have a really weird feeling that they haven't released everything in the beta yet, so we haven't seen everything that's going to be able to be crafted. But you are going to be able to earn salvage points in game, and then with those salvage points, what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to craft new guns, which are going to give you a slightly different perks. Some of them look like they had a faster reload speed. The biggest one, the one that obviously everyone's going to go for, is the epic item that allows you to get a deatomizer strike, which is Infinite Warfare's version of the nuke, or the Moab, for those of you that have played games in the past. After 25 kills, you're going to be able to unlock that, and so far from what we've seen, if it is a objective-based game mode, it will not end the game if you call in the deatomizer strike. But if you earn it in something like TDM, kill confirmed, so far the idea is that it is probably going to definitely end the game. We will see, again, as more information comes out and as the game gets closer and closer to release, whether or not that is actually true. Some things that I don't know how to feel about. The very first thing is, compared to Black Ops 3, where there was a perk that would allow you to reload while sprinting, it seems to be that this is something that's built inherently into the game. If you go into your control settings, and there should actually just be a thing that says enable reload while sprinting, and you have the ability to turn that on and turn that off. And I don't know how to feel about that. Obviously, part of me is happy because with only 10 slots in your creative class, it frees up one perk to use something else. But at the same time, like, is this something that's really necessary? Are we going to see that sprinting while or reloading while sprinting is actually going to have a difference in either movement speed or reload speed? Something I'm curious about. I'll find out when the game actually comes out. And that's just one thing I don't know how to feel about. Another thing that I don't know how to feel about, and this is just because they haven't said anything about this, I'm very curious to see if clans are going to be reintroduced into Infinite Warfare. Honestly, I think one of the best things that Call of Duty Ghosts did well is make it a social game by introducing clans that you can create with your friends and have competitions to take over different game modes and stuff like that. There has been no announcement so far confirming or denying that clans is in the game, but seeing as this was something that was, I thought, very successful in Call of Duty Ghosts, and something that even Halo 5 Guardians has brought into the game with Spartan companies, I'd be really interested to see whether or not they're building this into the game. All right, now really quickly, we're going to go into the things that I don't think that I like so far about the game. And right now, there's really only two. The first is not something that we've been able to see in the beta, but it is something that has been confirmed, and that is that there will be no theater mode in the game. Now, I'm a very big proponent of theater mode. I believe that if you're going to have a really competitive game and one that really caters to a competitive audience, you need to be able to have a theater mode. Players need to be able to go back and look at their old gameplays, look at their past games, see what they did right, see what they did wrong, and really break it down. Now, this is something that's actually been absent from a lot of the titles. Black Ops 3 was the first game since Black Ops 2 to actually have that built in. Both Ghost and Advanced Warfare did not have a theater mode in it. But it's very curious. I'm interested to see why this was something that was left out of the game. Obviously, you have to run a simulation from the server side that shows all the players' movement, and maybe that's why they didn't do it. But again, I think this is something that is necessary to most first-person shooter experiences now. So I'm curious as to why they didn't do that. I don't think they're going to be bringing it back, and I'm really sad that there's going to be yet another year of Call of Duty where we don't have a theater mode, where machinima creators and players that are just wanting to get better at the game are not going to be able to utilize that tool and get better at the game. And the last thing that I really don't like, it's not that I don't like it, it's just I'm kind of missing it. Is a lot of the perks and the way that the perk system works, a lot of the way that the creative class system works in Infinite Warfare. Now, a lot of people may disagree with me on this, but I really think that the creative class system, the loadout system that was built into Ghost, was actually really great. I love the fact that they had multiple different perks that you can unlock, like speed perks or handling perks or stealth perks that would take away a number of points based off of how necessary they were. I remember Deadeye, I think it was Deadeye was like 5 points, but you got an increased damage boost and stuff like that. So that's something that I really missed. That was something that I thought was really good with the game, especially since they also had the specialist score streak built into the game. It was something where you could unlock more perks as you stacked more and more kills on top of each other. I don't know why this is gone. It could just be because Infinity Ward wanted to distance themselves as much as possible from Ghosts after receiving a whole lot of negative backlash. But I don't know. I thought this was one of the best parts of Ghosts. We'll see how everything breaks down, but right now it just seems a lot, and this might be judgmental or harsh, but it seems a lot like this is just a different version of Black Ops 3, a more modern version of Black Ops 3. Now, that's not saying anything bad. Infinite Ward is obviously very good with their graphics. The game looks stellar, and I cannot wait to play it. But I am curious to see how much of this game feels good, feels bad, what I like, what I don't like when I actually get my hands on the game. Guys, that's going to do it for me today. If you guys like this video, please leave a like, comment down below, let me know what you think. Is there some things from Ghost or from past titles that you're missing? Is there things that you like that I didn't comment on? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll try to respond to as many of you guys as I can. And if you guys like these videos, if you guys like what I do, please subscribe. It makes it very easy for me to continue to have this kind of conversation with you as Infinite Warfare comes out. All right? Anyways, guys, peace. I'll see you in the next video.